Hey, what's up, and welcome to live.besttechie.net, the place where we talk tech, answer your tech questions, and of course, everything technology related. One of the common problems or issues that people have to deal with nowadays is customer service. With regard to anything, really, it could be a technology product or a home product, or really, it could be any type of product that's out there. Um, and usually if you have a problem with it, or if there's a problem in general with the product, the way it works, it doesn't work, it's broken, it's defective, it hasn't shipped to you, even though it hasn't showed up and they say it's shipped, you usually have to call the company, and they have customer service representatives. And more often than not, you hear these horror stories about people who, who they companies won't replace their products and blah 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 blah. And there's all these stories about companies, especially with the technology companies like Dell and their horrible customer service and things like that. HP and their customer service, the list goes on and on. And what I'm getting at right now is today I called I'm sorry, not Microsoft. I called Apple, and for those of you who don't know, I ordered one of the Apple 30-inch cinema displays, and supposedly I ordered it on the 10th of November. Supposed to ship out, and they said it shipped out on the 11th of November. So here we are on November 18th, and it hasn't shown up yet. Meanwhile, the FedEx, according to the Apple website, it shipped, but according to the FedEx website, it was supposed to be delivered on the 12th, which is weird considering that's only a day after it shipped, and I highly doubted that. But it still said it was initiating the shipping, meaning they weren't really tracking it. They said basically initiating apparently means they're still waiting for the product to receive the product to ship it. Anyway, so I waited, and it kept sitting on the initiating stage on the FedEx website until today, really, and for however many days that is, from the 11th till the 18th. And I was curious as to why. I mean, usually it's not like you can just go have a 30-inch monitor go missing, right? I mean, they usually keep track of it where it goes. So I was, of course, curious. So I called FedEx, and they all have these automated systems. And when I finally get through the automated system, and it wasn't that bad, and I speak to a person, and she couldn't have been nicer, and she goes, "Oh, we haven't even shipped it yet." And I'm like, "What do you mean? What do you mean you haven't shipped it yet? Apple said you guys shipped it on the 11th. Oh, we haven't even gotten it yet." So I said, "Okay. Well, thank you for your time, and I guess I'll have to call Apple." And that's who I called next. And their automated system is pretty crazy. They were asking me all these questions, and I was laughing because it was like funny. You have to actually go through it, and I was just so upset, but kind of like amused at the same time of what was going on. So I was laughing at the automated system, and I finally said to the thing, I need to speak to somebody," and it actually understood that, and it transferred me over to a customer service representative, which was actually pretty cool. So anyway, nonetheless, so I'm talking to this woman on the phone at Apple. I explained to her the situation, and sure enough, they thought it shipped, but it actually didn't ship. So they're doing their investigation and whatnot. She puts me on hold for 2 minutes or so, and she comes back, and she says, she's terribly sorry, but really, really nice. And I said, okay, it's no problem, I understand. And that they were going to expedite the shipping so it gets to me as soon as possible. And I said, I really was I thought I would have it by now, I kind of need it. Is there any way I can pick it up at the store? And I said, I don't know if that's possible. I understand if it's not. And she said it wasn't possible because they're apparently two separate entities. They're under Apple, but they're two separate. The online store and the actual retail stores are separate. They have different policies, apparently. So anyway, so then after I say that, she puts me on hold, gets some more information, whatever, and she comes back and she tells me that they're expediting the shipping, first of all. And then on top of that, she asked me, out of the blue, I didn't know what this was about. She goes, "You wouldn't happen to have an iPod or anything, would you?" I go, "Well, I have an iPhone and an iPod." And she said, "Well, we can give you a free case to for the inconvenience. And I said, well, that's okay. Blah blah. And then she said, oh, well, you sure we can give you a free case? So I said, okay, fine. And she said, and she sat on the phone with me, and she told me I should go to on the Apple website, and we looked through a bunch of cases, and apparently they can give you up to $100 case. Now there isn't a $100 case, and I'm looking, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to like pick something, I don't want to be greedy or anything. But then she goes, well, you should check out this case, and it was some case that has a battery built into it, and the battery, it's like an extra battery for your iPhone, so it keeps it charged longer, and it looks really cool. Now this case, this is the one she recommended to me, and she offered, and I wasn't gonna pick it, but she goes, and it's 75, it's like $75 or something, and I was like, that's nice. I mean, I get a free $75 case, which I'm gonna be reviewing as soon as I get it. Plus, I get the monitor with free. They had free shipping anyway, but expedited free shipping, and it's gonna be here as soon as possible. I just thought, I mean, overall, the experience between FedEx and Apple was pretty good. Things happen, and they're gonna have to look into and investigate what's going on with my monitor, with the other monitor at least, and they're shipping the new one. But I think it could have been a lot worse. They could have really put me through a lot of hoops trying to figure out where this monitor was, or insisting that I wait until the day that it was that the latest day it would have shipped. But instead, they realized the problem, and they fixed it immediately, which I thought was great. So just wanted to throw that out there, and thanks to Apple and the Apple customer service representative who helped me, and the FedEx representative who helped me as well. I really appreciate it, and I just want to thank you. So I don't know what else to say other than that, but this is a good experience. Customer service. What are your customer service experiences, good or bad? Leave a comment on the blog or in the YouTube comment section. Let me know what you think. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been live.besttech.net. Until next time, we'll see you. And remember, take care of your computers.